I heard the sentence before I understood it. Not because it was quiet. No, she said it casually, almost laughing, but because my mind refused to accept that the voice belonged to my wife. Don't worry, Mom, I'm just having fun. I'd never actually get pregnant for a mechanic. He's just my test run husband. A soft clink of her wine glass followed, a small chuckle, a pause, and then her mom's laugh joining hers through the phone speaker. I stood in the doorway behind her, tools still in my hand, smelling like engine grease and loyalty. She didn't turn around. She didn't need to. People don't check their blind spots when they think they own the road. I set the tools down quietly. Every sound felt amplified. The soft metal, the trembling in my chest, the thin film of silence coating the room after she ended the call. She glanced back, finally seeing me, but she didn't flinch, just blinked, once, like I was a shadow she hadn't expected to have a shape. "You're home early," she said. I didn't answer. Silence was safer, more surgical. By the time she turned fully, I was already walking out. No door slam, no confrontation, just the clean exit of a man removing himself from contamination. Her mom called the next morning, not to check on me, not to apologize, just to ask why my wife's weekly allowance hadn't come through. Allowance. The word dug in deeper than anything my wife had said. It explained too much. Her sudden confidence, her late nights, her expensive habits disguised as self-care. The way she spoke to me like I was an experiment she'd already outgrown. When I hung up, a strange calm settled in. Not numbness, not shock, just clarity, the cold kind surgeons rely on before the first cut. I replayed her voice in my mind. Test run husband. The phrase felt rehearsed, like something she'd said before, a title she'd worn on me long before I heard it. Was there someone else? Of course there was. People don't talk like that unless they're rehearsing excuses for a future they already built with someone else. But knowing wasn't enough. Suspicion is emotional. Proof is power. So I went looking. I started with her phone records, quietly, methodically, no anger, just analysis. Repeated late-night calls to an unknown number, a text that said, "Same time tomorrow?" and another, "He still doesn't suspect anything." Each detail slotted into place like parts of an engine I'd rebuilt too many times. Patterns, wear, stress fractures. Next came the financials. Her shopping trips matched withdrawals she didn't know I could see, hotel charges she thought I'd never question. I didn't confront her, not yet. Instead, I observed. The way she smiled at her phone, the extra time she spent getting ready, the sudden defensiveness when she thought I was watching. Inside, something sharpened. Not rage, just direction. I wasn't gathering evidence to save us. I was gathering evidence to bury the version of me she thought she had. The final piece came from a friend who owed me more than a favor. He found the man, the mechanic she joked about. Except he wasn't a joke to her. Not a test, not an accident. They'd been seeing each other for months. Dinner, trips, nights she told me she was at her mom's. He thought she was leaving me soon. She told him I was comfortable but temporary. When I had everything, screenshots, dates, messages, I didn't storm home. I didn't shout. I printed the evidence, placed it neatly in a folder, and set it on the kitchen table. She walked in humming, stopped, saw it, opened it. Her face changed slowly, like a temperature drop you only feel once it's already freezing. "Where did you—" I raised a hand. Not to silence her, just to remind her I didn't need answers anymore. Her lips trembled, her eyes watered, but I felt nothing. Just the quiet satisfaction of correctly diagnosing a failing system. "I transferred everything to your mom," I said calmly. "She can distribute your allowance however she sees fit." She blinked fast. "You, what? Why would you?" "Because she seems to know more about your life than I ever did." Her breath hitched, the kind of small, broken sound people make when the ground finally disappears beneath them. I slid my ring across the table. It didn't clatter. It landed softly, like it knew it no longer belonged here. "You can explain your situation to your mechanic," I added. "You've rehearsed it enough." The folder remained open in front of her, each page a mirror she couldn't look away from. I walked out. Again, just as quiet as the first time, only now she understood the meaning of silence. People assume heartbreak is loud. It isn't. It's methodical. A slow extraction of illusions until all that's left is the truth. And the truth is simple. She didn't break me. She revealed me. I'm not the man she thought she could test. I'm the man who doesn't stay where he isn't valued. As I closed the door behind me, the final thought settled in with a clean, quiet certainty. She lost the one person who ever treated her like she wasn't temporary, and I lost nothing at all.